A picture can tell a story more effectively than 1,000 words. As teachers, we require the effective use of the chalkboard for teaching. We need to be able to make illustrations or drawings in the form of things such as flora, fauna, animals and objects within the environment of the home, school, and community. Illustrations help to enhance the understanding of concepts, particularly those that are abstract or not within the experience of the learner. Moreover, learners remember what they see better and forget more easily what they hear. When a teacher uses the chalkboard in teaching by drawing an illustration, he becomes more resourceful and effective in the delivery of the lesson. The teacher's resourcefulness also helps them to design and produce teaching and learning materials such as posters and charts, which may not be readily available in the school.
You put your tool on the paper, you draw a straight line, which is not horizontal. Another one, you can make zigzag, freely curves, vertical, straight, horizontal, this vertical, that you try and use your tool effectively, confidently in making line with thin or thick strokes. We call it the stroke of the pen. So you make the lines freely. Don't be thinking of straightness using ruler, but try and be using the tool freely to draw the various lines, vertical, horizontal, curve, zigzag, wavy, and so on. Horizontal. Horizontal should be like this, vertical along the line parallel to this oblique, or how do you call it? The oval is simply like this. So we have to learn how to draw the egg shape in various ways. You can turn it this way too. One end is pointed freely. Don't think of erasing or think of eraser. You can turn it the other way like this. The top are oval shape, the egg of a hen or any animal like the guinea fowl. The egg, that's the oval shape. Good. From the oval shape, we go to what we call the spherical shape, sphere, which is round, round. A good example is the orange. The orange is spherical. So from this shape, you can get your circle. Any shape which is circular, you can get it from this spherical shape. In the same spherical shape, we can cut it through and get other shapes. For example, if you draw it this way, and then draw a circle through, you remove the line there, you get something like an orange which has been cut. So the sphere can give you this shape. Good. So this is the spherical shape. In art, you have to make it solid, but we are not making it solid. This is just the outline. If you want to make it solid, you have to shade or color it to make it solid, but we are just concerned with the outline. Now we go to another shape which is commonly used by the artists. It's like the circle, but it's called ellipse. If you are a beginner and you want to draw an ellipse, you are not comfortable, draw a straight line, divide it into two, with the same measurement from here to the middle, the same down here. So this is the midpoint. From here to here should be the same. From here to that side should be the same. And then join the corners. Join. So this is an elliptical shape. It's not like the circle, but this is also commonly used. From this shape, we can produce we can combine it with other shapes to produce objects, animals, and other things we see. So the ellipse, this is how you can, freely you can make an ellipse without thinking of the line. If you practice, you see, I've made an ellipse now without constructing the line. So this is an ellipse. An ellipse, when we come back, we see how it can be combined to make very simple basic shapes. For example, you can combine ellipse, one here, make one vertical line, another line here, then bring an ellipse down here, and you get a shape which is cylindrical. We call it the cylinder. So the cylinder too is a shape which we use a lot in art. So let's put the cylindrical shape here. We use this shape a lot in making picture or creating a work of art. Cylindrical shapes. You will see that my human form, some shapes are cylindrical. For example, my neck is cylindrical. If you go to the thigh, you see the thigh is cylindrical. And other objects. This shape I'm holding, the pen, is cylindrical. The trunk of a tree, cylindrical. So I want to emphasize that in making a work of art or trying to make your own resource material, we need the skill of observation. Observation, so that you develop your skill of using your senses, perceptual skills. You look at the thing, look at the nature, the characteristics of the material, of the object or animal, and study it carefully. That will help you to get the true picture of the object. So cylindrical shape is very, very important in art. Then we go to another shape, the cone, conical shape. This is the cone, and from this shape we can get our triangle. The cone as an object is round, but it's like a cylinder, but it tapers or is pointed towards the top. So this is the cylindrical shape. You can get a triangular shape from it. This shape can be combined with another shape to produce an item. So we come to a prism. Prism. This is the shape of a prism. Good. It has 5 sides. If you look at it, the bottom 2 sides here, and then one here, one there. This is the paper. It's just a representation. So the prism is also very, very important in art. Then we have the pyramid, which is like the cone, but it is not round. It has this side, the cone, the pyramid. So you know of the Egyptian pyramid, the way they constructed it. So this is the pyramid. It's like a form of the prism which has been cut, or the cone, which is not round, but has flat surfaces. So, and then we can continue with other basic shapes. So I'll go over the oval, the spherical, the ellipse, the cylinder, or the cone, and then the prism, and then the pyramid. Now let's go to another important shape, which is the I may not give a name for this, but this shape is, if you look at things even in the classroom here or in the room here, you see some of these shapes here. It's like this. Good. Some may find it difficult to draw this shape. They will say, how can I get this shape? As a beginner, you can just draw a rectangle here, another rectangle starting here, in the middle, come down here. We all know rectangle from mathematics. Then you join the corners here. This corner, join it to this one, and join it to this one. And then it is about the same as what I have drawn here. This is artistic representation of the block here. The block. And this is how you can start making a block. Then we have another kind of block, which is like this one. It's like what we use for building. This one. Also, many objects have been, or many, especially man-made objects have been made from this shape. And so that is it. And then we have another one which is like this. It's flat. The paper is full, so it can't move fast. Well, this one and this one, they form basic shape in manufacture of things. They can either, you can also carve part of it when you want to make an object, add cylindrical or any other shape to them, or combine them with any other shape, and you get a different item. Combine, add, take part, and something else comes. But as teachers, we will only be concerned with simple things we can get from these items. For example, this one, if you just add a round object here, then put triangle here, and then put a line here, at least the child has an idea of a radio. And then this one too, if you just curve this area here, and then you curve this area here, and then you curve this here, at least this one will tell you that this is a book. This is a book. The same shape can be done like this. I'm doing it well so that you understand it. A book from this shape. This shape, you can add something here. When you have the shape, it becomes like a video, how do you call it? Video deck. Video deck. Or now we even have what we call the iPad. And then some of the iPads are flat, based from this shape. So when you get the skill in getting these shapes, and you are teaching, oh teacher, what is iPad? Then you just put this shape there, and then you tell them, add some few things there. The same thing can be added here. You turn it and add this here, and then it becomes computer. So we have these shapes here. When you add lines, 1, 2, this line here, at least you see that an idea of a story building. See, like a high rise, sometimes you can put a prison on top. Then it becomes a building which is high. Okay, now I was saying that we can combine some of these shapes to produce either animals or objects we are familiar with in the house or in the environment. So let's see how some of these objects can be combined to create either animals or furniture or whatever, or human beings. I was saying the prism, let me go back. Prism, when you are teaching, you want to draw a house. Kindly just put your block here, put the door here, and then put the prism on top. So, you know, we have corrugated iron sheets, so you can just add the corrugated iron sheet here. You've got your house. Good. We are combining the prism with the block. Oh, I forgot there's a cuboid. Later on, the cuboid has a regular shape like this. What we call the die. That is the same thing. So if you have a house which is like a cube, you can do the same thing. Put the prism on top. Good. Then you can also make a house, like say a hat. Put this shape here. Then put the cone, the shape of the cone on top. Then you get a hat. Shape, rectangular or square. Then this one on top. Get your house. Now let's go to cylinder. Cylinder, we have the cylindrical shape. You are in a hurry, you want to tell your children what is a cup. Just add this to it and it becomes a cup. Cylindrical shape. Then many other shapes can be. You want the pan, go and bring the, how do you call it, the pan for cooking. Bring it, they call it silver. It's the same thing here. Now wait, ellipse combined with vertical line, then you add this, then you add this, it becomes maybe the handle. If you want a tree is cylindrical. Coconut tree, we'll come to tree later, but it's cylindrical. This one is cylindrical. And to draw a tree, you start with the cylindrical shape. So take note, something which is cylindrical is needed for drawing a tree and also for drawing so we need a cylinder to draw the tree. Now let's go back. Let me see what we've done for the big C shape. Sphere. We need the spherical shape. You are talking about ball. Brazil. Let's go and play football in Brazil. The Brazil shape, this is your cylinder, your spherical shape. Just add some. Yeah. And then they know this is a ball from the spherical shape. And as I was saying, you can cut the spherical shape into calabash. This is calabash. And then when you are doing division, you get the spherical shape. This round one here, another one here. When you cut through, you get 3/4. 3/4. When you take this one off, then you get the half. If you also bring this one here, then you get the 1/4 view. When you are doing division. Quickly bring the orange. Let's cut it. You draw the spherical one, draw this one between, draw another one. You can then use the duster to clean one part and you get this one. So spherical shape is useful for some of these things. So if you have a human being and then dresses must be put on the body. So let's say you have the Kaaba. You want to draw the Kaaba, you must learn how to draw the Kaaba easily. Like it's all geometric shape. Like this one, the Kaaba. The Kaaba. So as usual, let's put the human head here. The human head here. Then from here down, if it's a woman, it goes down the slit. The slit. Then from here, the slit will end somewhere there. So we will add the leg. Then this one to the leg. The left leg here. The leg is almost a triangle. Let's add it. Then the hand, as usual, will come. One hand here. Another hand here. So we have, if you want to add hair, then the eyes. Good. Then we have the. So if you want a man, you draw the shirt triangle. This one, shirt. And for men, they have this. Now the women are also wearing shirt, but let's see how it goes. The head. Then the trouser, look at the geometric shape. Triangle, triangle, down here. Even though our women are also wearing trousers now. So we put the foot here, another foot here. Then if it's the arm, you add the arm. Another arm if it's raised. Then so we have, it can be in the form, if you want it to bend with the dress, another way, just the dress like this. This is a woman, then the leg. Now he's doing something here, maybe at the kitchen, the hand. Another hand here. Do something here in the kitchen. So you've got the body bent. The dress is here. So maybe that's it. The woman doing something by bending the kitchen. Okay, so basically it's a human being in a dress to identify them. This is a woman, this is a man. Okay, let me add just a few. If we want to draw some vehicles, we have got the basic shape, as we said. You can add this shape, then maybe this shape, then lorry here, tie here, and this can be your van. the van, bicycle, triangle, then the seat, the controlling wheel, circle here, a circle here, then maybe the pedal here, and then the chain to power it. Then the man riding it, so we've gone through basic shapes, elements of art, how to create them by drawing the line, the oval, the cuboid, the cone, the prism, the pyramid, and then how we can combine these simple shapes to make objects we are familiar with, children are familiar with. Cylindrical shapes are made from, you can get the bucket, any other shape. And so when we are as teachers, let's be mindful of our skill in drawing. Let's draw by getting the skill in line drawing, and then let's see how best we can combine the line into shapes, and then the shapes into forms, combining the forms to make objects within the environment of the children. We can color them when we get the outline drawing, but what is important now is to get the outline drawing of the various shapes by the various simple shapes, and be observant how you can combine some of these. You can go to utensils, you can go to birds, you can go to vehicles, you can go to any other. You watch, they are all created from these basic shapes I've mentioned now. So we can make our own teaching and learning here, especially the posters where we don't have. It's a matter of interest, and then doing it for the sake of the children.